Pringles are the only game in town as far as potato crisps, right? No other off-brand can even compare to the taste of Pringles, correct? I'm going to change your mind right now.
Goblins and Goblinettes, welcome back to another episode of Destined to be Goblin. Destined Goblin here again, and this is where I test some type of new food product, and I decide whether or not to give it my official Destined Goblin seal of approval. Now, today we have a little bit different kind of episode here because what I'm actually going to do is I am going to compare two different types of potato crisps. I'm going to be looking at Pringles, which we all know and all love, and we know that they are fantastic. But then I'm also going to look at an off-brand, and this particular off-brand is SE Grocers. Now, I do realize that not all of you will be able to take advantage of this type of brand. You're only going to be able to find this if you have a Winn-Dixie in your area, if you're able to shop at a Winn-Dixie. So I know that not all of you will be able to take advantage of this. All of the different grocery stores and department stores and things like that have their own unique brand. You know, if you go to Walmart, you'll see great value there, and then you know every store that you shop at has their off-brand. Well, Winn-Dixie has SE Grocers. Now, the off-brand is a good way that you can kind of save a little bit of money. They tend to be much cheaper than the brand name. It's a good way to kind of stretch your dollars a little bit and to even get a little bit different flavor, a little bit of a different type of product. Of course, we all have our favorites. There are some things that we just won't budge on. For instance, with us, it's dish soap. We prefer Dawn. We like to only get Dawn dish soap, and we don't like to get those off-brands. Dawn is also the name of my wife. So another reason that we go with that brand, I guess. But today we are looking at Pringles and the SE Grocers brand of potato crisp. And I think that these are actually as good of and sometimes an even better product than Pringles, and I will tell you why that is. Now, I have a can here of the Pringles Baconator flavor. This is probably one of the last cans of this. This limited time run ended not too long ago. But obviously, one of the differences that you're going to see between these two is that with Pringles, they're going to put out a lot of limited time flavors. They're going to put out a lot of a variety of flavors. You're not going to see that with SE Grocers. You're going to get very basic flavors out of this. You're going to have your original. You're going to have your barbecue. That's what I have here. You're going to have your sour cream and onion, and very little more on top of that. So you're going to have to go with basic flavors. But the first thing we're going to talk about here is the price, because when we're looking at Pringles, we are talking about a can costing anywhere from around $1.50 to almost $2. I've actually seen them over $2 sometimes. So that's about the standard price that you will find for Pringles. SE Grocers, this can will run you about $1.29, $1.39, but very often these will actually go on sale for $1 per can. So a lot cheaper in the off-brand as far as these are concerned. Now, when you hold both of these cans together, if you were able to actually just compare the two cans, you would notice that this one feels a little bit lighter in comparison to this. Overall, the Pringles can, and there's nothing wrong with either of the packaging here, but the Pringles can is just a little bit thinner, in my opinion, as far as the walls of the container. SE Grocers, this is a little bit sturdier can overall, and I think we're going to see, you can see that both of these are sealed up. I haven't opened either one of these yet, but I think we're going to see when we pop these open that we're going to get a little bit more breakage out of the Pringles than we will out of the SE Grocer, and there's another reason for that as well, which I will go into in a minute. Nutritionally, they are about the same. So with your Pringles, you're looking at 150 calories for about 15 crisps, and for your SE Grocers brand, you're looking at 150 calories for about 11 crisps. There's a reason for that also. So it's comparable, but there is a reason that the SE Grocers gives you a few less crisps to eat to get that same number of calories, which we will see in just a minute. But we're going to go ahead and open these up right now. I'm going to start with the Pringles. Pop that top open, and actually, well, this is a pretty good can here. It looks like most of these are intact, but I'm sure we've all had Pringles, and we know that when we open them up, a lot of times we will see a little bit of breakage in there. The reason for that is because as great of a design as this is, this is still a very thin product. You can see that, and that's not a bad thing. That helps lend to the flavor and the overall experience as well. But you can see that it is a pretty thin product right there. We'll open up the SE Grocers brand. Pop that top open. Take a look at that. You can see those crisps in there. And you will notice that this product, is a much thicker, I almost said chip. Technically not a chip. They are potato crisps. A very thicker product in comparison to the Pringles. We can put those side by side. Might be a little bit difficult to see that, but if you're able to do this in person, you will see that there is a significant amount of thickness to the SE Grocers brand in comparison to the Pringles. Also, probably why you will get fewer of these in your calorie serving than you will in these, because this is a much thinner product. So, now, let's talk about the shape for a second. So, when we're looking at either one of these, believe it or not, this shape actually has a name. This is called a hyperbolic paraboloid, and it was created by the people at Pringles by using supercomputers in order to figure out how to stack this product together, how to stack these crisps up and prevent them from breaking when they were in the can. So there is a reason that they are shaped like this. But if you look at this, you will notice that it probably also reminds you of something else. Have you ever looked at your tongue in your mouth? It lies in your mouth pretty much that same way. So it kind of is scooped out, and it just kind of sits there in your mouth like that, so that if you were to insert this whole crisp, which is usually how people will eat Pringles, put the whole crisp in your mouth, it's much more natural to put this crisp in your mouth in this direction than in this direction. You can still do that, of course. You can still eat them like this, but it probably feels more natural to do it this way. Now, your taste buds are located on your tongue. They're not on the roof of your mouth. They're not in the back of your mouth. They're located on your tongue. Pringles will season their product on this side, which is actually going to hit the roof of your mouth first. SE Grocers, on the other hand, again, putting this product in your mouth in this direction like it naturally fits, guess where the seasoning is? Right under there. Every time you pop one of these in your mouth, you get that nice burst of flavor. Your taste buds are instantly engaged by all of that seasoning. It's a natural fit for this to go into your mouth in this direction, and you get that big burst of flavor in your mouth as well. So overall, I think that the SE Grocers brand is not only a good product, but in some respects, it's actually a better product than Pringles. Again, nothing wrong with Pringles. I love Pringles. I've been eating them all of my life. I'm not going to stop eating Pringles. But it's nice to have that alternative sometimes. It's nice to have a good product alternative that is cheaper overall, helps to save us some pennies here and there. And of course, in this time that we're in right now, that's a good thing to have. Good flavor, very comparable to the original. So check this out if you are able to. If you have a Winn-Dixie near you, you'll be able to get that SE Grocers brand of potato crisp there as well. They definitely get my Destined Goblin seal of approval. Now, of course, if you would be so kind as to like this video, comment on this video, share this video, those things will all help me out. And then, of course, if you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. That will help me out. Most of all, you can find all of those buttons in that bar right below this video that you are presently watching. If you have any suggestions at all for anything that you would like to see here as far as content is concerned, any items you'd like to see me try, any things you'd like to see me do, any places you'd like to see me go, anything like that, you can reach me through my email. That is destinedgoblin@yahoo.com. I will do my best to respond to all of those emails that you send me, and I will certainly take every suggestion to heart. So until next time, SE Grocers, check them out.